welcome back to our channel. Today, we will explore a dramatic and surprising story in the world of the young and the restless. This is where overlapping relationships, long-buried secrets and sophisticated conspiracies are always intertwined, creating countless storms. This time, the focus is on Nikki, the powerful woman of the Newman family, with a shocking secret that even she herself did not expect. Nikki is Audra's biological mother. When the DNA test results were announced, the atmosphere at the Newman mansion became more tense than ever. Everyone is familiar with the shocks and mind games in the lavish life here, but no one expected a truth that could turn everything upside down like that. The shocking information is, Nikki is Audra Charles's biological mother. For Audra, this discovery was like a bolt from the blue. For a long time, she had thought that she could only break into the Newman world through ambition and intelligence, because she did not have the family advantages of the Newman family members. But fate was ironic because Newman blood was flowing through Audra's veins. Suddenly becoming a member of the family made her both confused and somewhat shocked, because her life had never enjoyed the benefits or protection of a real family. Meanwhile, Nikki's two children were immediately angry, thinking that this was just Audra's trick to manipulate their mother. Victoria, the eldest daughter, was known for her decisiveness, and did not trust anyone who approached the family without a motive. She had met countless people who tried to take advantage of the Newman family's reputation and money. Therefore, with this shocking DNA result, Victoria cannot accept a girl who suddenly appears and claims to be a Newman descendant. Nikki's son, Nick, although calmer, still cannot hide his shock. He is worried about his mother's mental health and the family's reputation, especially in the context that this information could be exaggerated by the media, affecting the image of the Newman Enterprises Corporation. Both wonder if Audra knew about this secret in advance and used it as a bargaining chip, or if she was actually a victim of an extremely difficult situation. Nikki, in the midst of all these emotional storms, is faced with a feeling of guilt because she did not expect that a painful memory she had tried to forget or hide would now return and cause great turmoil. Having been through many ups and downs, Nikki is no stranger to troubles in life, but having a child that she has never told her family about is a real shock. Nikki is shocked, scared, and doesn't know how to face Victor, a husband who always wants everything under his control. Victor Newman, who is tough and always thirsty for power, feels betrayed. As someone who has worked hard to build an entire empire, Newman Enterprises, he considers his family an inseparable part of his control. Therefore, knowing that Nikki has a child made him not only angry but also extremely hurt. He thought he knew every corner of his wife and family, but it turns out that this rift had been formed for a long time, and he was completely unaware. Most likely, Victor will devote all his efforts to thoroughly investigating Nikki's past, finding out why Audra was abandoned or lost contact, and how this DNA result was revealed at such a sensitive time. As for Audra, she has to face an unprecedented shock in her life. From thinking she was an outsider, only knowing how to use tricks to gain a foothold in a high and mighty family, Audra now suddenly realizes that she is an inseparable link. She begins to ask countless questions. Who am I? Why was I left behind? Why didn't my biological mother look for me? The feeling of having her questions about her background answered, while having to endure the suspicious and resentful looks from the Newman family members, causes Audra to fall into crisis. She didn't know whether she should be happy because she suddenly had a powerful family, or sad because she could have been loved and protected long ago if this truth had not been buried. In the moment of facing the truth, Nikki couldn't help but remember the painful time when she was forced to hide or leave her newborn child. Maybe it was her decision, or maybe she was pressured by her family or some other bigger reason. But no matter what, the regret and the feeling of torment were clear, especially when witnessing Audra now grown up, strong but still hurt. Nikki was confused about how to make up for the lost years, to reassure a girl who was lost in the midst of anger and suspicion from the Newman family members. In the midst of the whirlwind of information, Victor certainly wouldn't miss the opportunity to control everything. Whether Audra is truly innocent or whether she knew the secret of her identity in advance and intentionally approached Newman Enterprises for personal gain, all are in doubt. Not to mention, the press is too familiar with the scandals and mysteries of the Newman family, so they will definitely not ignore such a sensational news. Victor will do everything to extinguish or control this fire, to avoid creating a wave of attacks that affect the company's stock. As for Victoria, she always sees everything from the perspective of a cold businesswoman. As long as there is a sign that Audra can disrupt the order or affect the inheritance, she is ready to react fiercely. Meanwhile, Nick has a conflicted mentality between protecting his mother and sister, as well as preserving the family's image. He usually doesn't accept scammers or schemers, but with a clear DNA result, Nick understands that this is no longer a story of a stranger infiltrating the family, but maybe a twist of fate. He is both skeptical and sympathetic towards Audra because he understands that she also doesn't want such a broken past. Of course, all these conflicts are just the beginning. A series of big questions have appeared but have not been answered. Why did Nikki lose contact with her child? Who is Audra's father? Was Nikki forced by someone to hide the child's true identity? Or did she do it herself to protect Audra? As for Audra herself, did she accidentally or intentionally come to Newman Enterprises because she knew about the blood relationship? Or was life pushing her, causing her to be arranged to come to this family without knowing the truth? All eyes are on how Nikki and Victor, who have always held the central position in the family, will handle this. Will Nikki dare to face and openly admit her mistakes and accept Audra as her biological daughter? Will Victor be willing to accept a new member of the family, or will he see her as a threat to his position? As for Audra, will she choose to continue her ambitious path, exploiting her secret identity to gain power, or will she open her heart to mend the mother-daughter relationship she has just found? The appearance of Audra as Nikki's biological daughter promises to stir up and overturn what the Newman family has long thought to be strong. Not only is this a battle for power, it is also a test of trust, of family ties, and of Victor's obsession with control. If in the past, Newman Enterprises dealt with external opponents with financial strength and business strategies, this time, the family itself will have to confront each other, between the desire to be accepted, the fear of being robbed of inheritance, and the torment of the past. Those who are looking forward to a warm reunion ending may still hope that, in the end, Nikki and Audra will find a common voice. It is a very humane prospect. When the secret is revealed, the suffering of an abandoned child is soothed, and both sides heal the lingering wounds in their hearts. But this could also be the seed for a series of larger tragedies. Audra can take advantage of the blood relationship and turn around to attack the family with the law, demanding rights and creating a great economic and emotional conflict. Or she could become a chess piece for other forces to lure in to weaken the Newman family. In the world of the young and the restless, anything can happen, and each character is full of conflicts and desires. The only thing that is certain now is that no one can continue their life as before after the truth about Audra is revealed. All the undercurrents will rise, sweeping away calculations, tears and blood. Every choice has consequences, and family relationships, husband-wife relationships, and mother-daughter relationships all have to pay the price for past mistakes. Let's wait and see how the Newman family will deal with this incident. After overcoming the shock, will Audra embrace her new identity to gain love or pursue the power she has always desired? Can Nikki reconcile her dark past with her troubled present, mending the rift between her trust with Victor? And most importantly, can the long-severed mother-daughter bond overcome jealousy, ambition and fear, to reach true understanding? Thank you for following along. This is just the opening chapter of a dramatic storm in The Young and the Restless. Please continue to accompany us in the next episodes to witness the journey of Nikki, Victor, Audra and the entire Newman family in facing, resolving or burying the secret. Will it become a devastating shock or a bonding miracle? Time and the characters' choices will be the answer. And whatever the answer is, this story is sure to contain many surprises, emotions and unpredictable drama.